Hello everyone, welcome to the second lecture on basics of economics. My name is Radhvi. In this lecture, we will be seeing the meaning of wants, meaning of production, meaning of utility, meaning of goods, and meaning of value. Let us first understand the meaning of wants. Now, wants form the basis of all economic activity. Any community which has more wants would have more economic activity in their economy, while a country with less wants would have less economic activity. On the basis of development of countries, we can divide them into three categories, namely developed, developing, and underdeveloped. A developed country would have more wants, which would lead to more economic activity, while a less developed or underdeveloped country would have less wants, which would lead to less economic activity. Wants in developed countries are varied in nature, while in case of an underdeveloped country, they are mainly concentrated on food, shelter, and clothing. Let us now understand the meaning of production. A majority of activities are centered on production of goods and services. In the process of production, factors of production such as land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur are involved. Production in simple terms can be defined as a process of creating wealth in terms of goods and services. It could also mean any activity which creates value or adds utility to a product by enhancing its utility. For production, three types of utilities are to be created, namely form utility, time utility, and place utility. For example, if wheat flour is bought by a baker to bake biscuits, it is creation of form utility. When they are packed in boxes to be sold at a later date, it is creation of time utility. When they are loaded onto a truck to be sold in another place, let us say they are sent from Ahmedabad to Vadodara, then it is creation of place utility. In economic terms, production not only includes production of goods but also includes services rendered by various parties such as transport, communication, etc. There are certain conditions which have to be satisfied for an activity to be classified as production, namely, the good or service created should be valuable, it should be scarce in relation to demand, and it should be marketable. Goods are generally of two types, namely consumer goods and producer goods. Consumer goods can be consumed directly and there is no waiting, while producer goods cannot be consumed by end consumer directly. Consumer goods are of first order, while producer goods are of second order. For example, soft drinks are consumer goods, while machine to produce soft drinks are producer goods. Now let us understand the meaning of utility. In simple terms, utility is the want satisfying power of a commodity. In economics, when someone is willing to buy a commodity, it means that such a product has utility. It should be noted that utility should not be defined as usefulness of a product. Many a times there are products which cause harm to us, for example, liquor or cigarettes, but some people are willing to buy them and they satisfy a particular want. They are not good for health, yet addicts would buy them, so they possess utility. Utility is very subjective in nature and varies from person to person and situation to situation. For example, a vegetarian would have no utility for non-veg food, but for a non-vegetarian person, it would have utility. Similarly, a woolen coat would have utility in winter, but it would not have any utility in summer. Now let us understand the meaning of goods. In economics, goods can be classified as free goods, economic goods, consumption goods, and capital goods. Free goods are those which are gifts of nature and are in abundance and we do not have to pay anything for them. For example, sunlight. They are not scarce and so they do not have any price. Economic goods are those goods which have utility, are scarce, and can be bought and sold. For example, water is a natural resource, but clean drinking water is not easily available, so people are willing to pay a price for obtaining it. Economics is concerned with economic goods wherein scarce resources are used to satisfy human wants. Then we have consumption goods. They are goods of first order, so they can be consumed directly. For example, television. Consumption goods can be further divided into two different types, namely perishable goods such as milk, which have to be consumed in a designated time, and durable goods such as television, which satisfy a human want for a longer period of time. Then there are capital goods or producer goods. They are also known as goods of second order. They cannot be consumed directly by consumer, so they are also known as producer goods. These goods are used by producer to produce goods or services which satisfy human wants. It should be kept in mind that while classifying a good as a consumer good or capital good, the end use should be taken into account. For example, if sugar is used at home to prepare tea, it is consumer good. But if a tea stall owner uses sugar, then it is capital good, as he is not the end consumer. Now let us understand the meaning of value. According to Adam Smith, value has two meanings. It can be utility of a product or it can be power to purchase another commodity. So it can be either use value or exchange value of a commodity. It may be possible that a good may have utility but it is not scarce, so it will not have exchange value. For example, sunlight. It is very important that a good which has exchange value should have use value, but it is not compulsory for a product which has use value to have exchange value. For a product to have exchange value, it must have utility, it should be scarce, and it should be expressed in terms of a commodity or monetary value. When we express the value of a commodity in terms of monetary value, then it is referred to as price. For example, price of tomatoes is rupees 40 per kg. So with this, we stop here today. See you all in the next lecture. Thank you, be safe and prepare well.